What's up, Floater Gang? We're gonna do a head-to-head. We're gonna do Tyrese Maxey versus Tyler Herro. Who is better? Let's get it going. Marvin, who's better?
I think Tyrese Maxey is better. He's had less time in the league so far, and I think he's already the number two guy with the MVP, but he's getting a lot of number one touches, and he's doing a great job at it, passing the ball really well and shooting the ball really well. And Tyler Hero, part of it might just also be the way I look at him and just kind of the role he has, but he's a lot more of the second guy, more of a shooter. He's proven he can do a lot more than just shoot, but I feel like as an overall player to lead a team and things like that, I would take Maxi.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, I love Hero. I think he's really good, but to impact an entire game on both ends, for me, it's Maxi. But I do think Hero's a straight baller. There's literally no Hero disrespect. I like Hero. What do you think, Deacon? Who's better, Tyrese Maxey or Tyler Hero?
Well, I mean, so obviously I want to give them both credit. Tyrese, he's taken over as the number two guy. He took Harden's spot. He's done a phenomenal job. I mean, he's averaging 25, I think around 7 assists. His playmaking has taken a big step up. All offseason, though, we heard about Tyler Hero being traded. I mean, basically every offseason of his career, we've heard about Tyler Hero being traded. And he's always said, I'm right up there with the other guys. I'm right up there with the Lucas, the Treys. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. He has backed up his play. I mean, his stats have been are a little lower because he exited a game a little early, but before that game, he was averaging around 25, around 6 and 6. His defense was better. His efficiency was good. I mean, he looked like the best player in the Heat. And I just want to give him some credit because all offseason, I mean, we heard it all offseason that Tyler Hero was not good enough to push the Heat over the top. That just adding Tyler Hero in that finals wouldn't have changed anything. But I think he's proven that it would have. In terms of who's better though, I'm gonna go with Tyler Hero because what he's shown as an explosive scorer. I just don't. I think Maxi doesn't have quite the gear that Hero has in terms of he could rack up buckets just in minutes, and I mean Maxi can do that for sure. But Hero has the more explosive scoring ability, in my opinion.
I agree. He has the more explosive scoring ability, and I do think he would also be a big finals difference maker. But I would have to disagree with your take. But I'll get to that in a second. Valentin, who are you taking, or what's your response to that?
So Maxey this season, he's beating Hero in every stat right now: field goals, rebounds, assists, points. To be fair, he is the second guy necessarily on the team with Joel Embiid, so he's in a really good situation. Hero has Bam and Jimmy Butler, so it's a little less touches for him.
Tyrese Maxey actually leads the league in touches this year. Just a little to add on.
Touches or usage rate?
Yeah, touches. I mean,
Mhm.
that stat may be outdated. I saw it after I think the sixth game, but I mean, he's getting a lot of touches, like Valentin said.
So, but offensively, I think they're very similar and very even, but it comes down to the defense. I think Maxey's defense is better than Hero's. Maxey can stick with a lot of guards. He's got that like pickpocket thing he has. I think I'm taking Maxey just because like their offense is very similar, but he just has a higher part on the defensive side than Hero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
think I'll be pointed out on the money. I mean, even offensive wise, honestly, like I would agree with you. I don't know if I even say more explosive. It certainly seems, at least eye test wise, that Hero might have kind of half a gear above Maxi as far as scoring ability. Some of that might come just from he's been in the league a little bit longer. He's always kind of been focused on just kind of that's the only reason why he used to see the court is because he can shoot the ball and because he's a scorer, right? That was Maxi's kind of seen the court in different ways. I was listening to the JJ Redick podcast about Maxi. We talked about his different roles he's had to take. Um, but so they're both very capable scorer. But I mean, and overall, I think it comes down to like Hero's a flashier. He's a more finesse player, right? He's got an insane bag of handles. Like he looks Like a point on the court, like he looks just one of the best offensive players just in the game. Sometimes when you watch him, when he really finds rhythm. But Max is consistent. He's still a more efficient scorer. He's scoring more points per game. He's shooting a better 3-point percentage. He's able to finish at a higher rate underneath the rim, and then he's a better defender. He's getting way more assists. And here's something incredible. His assist to turnover ratio is absolutely absurd. He's averaging like I think 7 assists to
Seven and a
one
half.
turnover. 7.5 assists to one turnover. And that's even where Herro as well. He's not like a player. He averaged around 4 assists this season, about 4.5, like Deacon said. He has
Yeah.
taken another step this season. I give him all credit to that. But he also still does have 2.5 turnovers per game. So for me, again, I'm not trying to throw Herro under the bus. I think Herro is showing something to the Heat because they want a Dame. I almost think he's basically doing what Dame would be doing. He's in a different way. Tyler Hero is not Dame time. It's not the same thing. He's also not the playmaker he is. But he's had some games where he basically was Dame though. And so give him all credit. I just think Maxey is he's taking his game also to the next level this season, just like Tyler Hero kind of has, and Maxey's really just doing it efficient everywhere. He is
Mhm.
not over the ball. He's making plays. He's scoring efficiently. He's playing good defense. He's just been absolutely insane. He basically started the season looking like an MVP candidate, and right
Mhm.
now is still an all-star player. Which Hero at this point he's kind of like looking to get in there, but he's just not at that level right now.
Yeah, and I mean Maxey, he's actually still in the honorable mentions for MVP right now, which is a really good start for him. Like Valentine said, he averages every stat more, and his usage rate is actually 5% lower than Heroes in 4 more minutes. So I think that's really interesting too, especially considering the stats. He is used less but does more than Hero as well. And I think, like we all said, right? I mean, it's a pretty close one, but I think that really kind of takes it over the top a little bit with Maxey because he doesn't see the ball as much. He doesn't get used as much. He does more than Hero, at least at a consistent basis for the start of this season.
Well, so Tyler Hero's game log this year. Well, so he scored 6 points his last game with 8 minutes played. So that's bringing down his averages quite a bit. But in terms of like assist numbers before that, let's see, his last 5 games, it was 4, 3, 5, 9, 5. Which I mean for a Hero at least that's a big improvement. And then his 3-point shooting was up. He shot 40% in every single game except for his last game. But he missed he didn't take any threes that game. His turnovers, he had 6 against the Lakers, which was his worst on the year. But besides that, he hadn't had more than 2. Anyway, so
he's had 4 with 3 turnovers.
What are you looking at, man? What stats have you been looking at?
No, that's personal fouls. Yeah, he had 3. He
had
had
4
more
with
than
3
3
turnovers.
before that. Still,
He had 4 games with 3 turnovers.
Yeah, you have 4 games with 3 turnovers. Maxey's averaging 1 turnover of the entire season.
It's Thanksgiving. Have audience.
I was looking at personal fouls, but my point still stands. He's not turning the ball over that much. But
He kinda is.
I mean, 3 turnovers isn't that much.
That's among the higher end of the league.
Among the higher end of the league, if you look, that's among the higher end. You can look at all averages.
At the end of the day, you'll take 3 turnovers.
And then comparing it to Tyrese Maxey, averaging 1 is one of the least, especially this is a ratio. Like it's a head to head, and like, but yeah, for one, like justifying 3 turnovers is just odd because if you look at player stats,
it's not
easily
even
among the highest.
Dude, like Trae Young averages like near 5, but
he's also among he's like the leader in turnover, like top 3 every season. So
I know, but he's still a great player. I'm saying that turnovers. I'm saying, and I'm for his uptick in usage rate. His turnovers aren't astronomically high. 3 is pretty high, but it's not like Trae Young, who's averaging near 5.
Trae Young also averages 10 assists.
Yeah.
Okay. But you get the point I'm trying to make here, right? Oh, Lauren's frozen, I think. Or he just had that creepy smile for a while. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry, you guys lost me.
Yeah. But either way, in my opinion, his decision making has improved in terms of playmaking and stuff. The turnovers are the turnovers, but I don't think 3 is that bad, but that's just me. And then also obviously the point uptick. He averaged 25 in October, and then he averaged 25 in November before the 6-point game.
So I think it's bad because of the role he's playing for the team. Trae Young is playing point guard. He's doing playmaking. He's shooting. What it shows for Tyler Herro is he's losing the ball.
Well,
And
no,
his passing IQ is not great. That's what it's showing right
no,
now.
that's not what it's showing though.
He's not playing point guard. He's a shooting guard. He's not taking up the ball.
He's absolutely playing point guard this year. Go ahead, Marvin.
Another thing too is, so with your turnover and assist numbers, so he is getting a higher usage, but his assist and his turnover numbers are very similar to the way they were last season and kind of his career. So it's not like that's been affected necessarily in a bad way because of the higher usage, but it's not. So in a way, it is.
That's what I'm
improving
saying.
a little bit.
Usually, when the usage goes up, the turnovers go up, but they haven't this year.
And neither has Maxey. This is crazy. Maxey has lowered it by almost half while getting an incredibly more usage rate while boosting every other number, getting almost twice as many assists, shooting the lights out. Like that's it. Like no, again, no hate on Herro, but we're doing a player comparison. If you're averaging that many turnovers, you're not getting that many assists, you're not scoring as efficiently. I don't know how I can say you're better than Tyrese Maxey. And to the point of Trae Young, for one, Trae Young is obviously better than Tyler Herro. He's a much better playmaker, but he gets over 10 assists and he only gets averages 1 assist, 1 turnover more than Tyler Herro with a way higher usage rate, much more points per game, much more turnover, much more assists, almost twice as many assists, and only 1 more turnover. So again, yes, 3 towards the top, especially for Tyler Herro's usage rate and his ability and his assist. 3 turnovers is certainly not on the low end. It's not horrible. Again, no hate on Tyler Herro, but if you're comparing to Tyrese Maxey, who's making plays, who's scoring the ball, who plays defense, who does not turn over the ball. Right now, he probably, especially among guards, he might just have the best assist turnover ratio. I would not be surprised.
I think it's Mike Conley, but yeah, he's up there for sure. But yeah, Mike Conley, I mean, this is off topic, but he's had 1 turnover this year. That may have gone up last game, but anyway, crazy impressive.
Props.
Shout out to Mike Conley. Valentin, you have anything else to add?
Not really. Like Tyler Herro has a higher 3-point percentage, as I think he should be. That's what he's kind of known for, but it's really not much higher, 2%. But yeah, they both have a great 3-point percentage right now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it comes really down to they're both great players. I personally am a fan of both, and I don't want to hate on the Herro, but just they've both taken kind of that step above. But Maxey's just been insane. It's quite frankly to me, there's nothing really that would put Herro over the top for me right now. It's just kind of almost an unfair comparison in my book right now. Like obviously last season, I think there's more of a discussion. 2 seasons ago, Herro would easily take that, but at this point, like right now, it's just the Maxey's he's on a different level, and Herro, all props, he's averaging I think almost 2 steals per game, but he's just still not the defender that Maxey is, and I hope he keeps going up. Like I said, Herro, if he can kind of play better defense and earn himself kind of stay out on the court and be at least not a liability on defense, like that's great. And we see him hustle out there, so I hope he kind of keeps improving that. Even if he's not a great defender, if he's at least getting steals like those numbers, that's at least to some extent a positive impact. But to me, right now, there's nothing really that Herro is doing above Maxey. You can say he's maybe more finesse scorer. He's more willing to take it over, which is arguably not necessarily a good thing in certain situations. It definitely is though, and it benefits the team. But Maxey, my book is kind of easily better than Tyler Herro. I don't know what you guys have any thoughts on that. I mean, Marvin and Valentin, you guys said you had both picked Maxey already. I don't know if he is changing his mind.
I'll just add some like defensive stats real quick. Just add on to the defensive point. So Herro gets 1.4 steals, Maxey gets 1.1, so very similar. But Herro gets 0.0 blocks, 0. While Maxey gets 0.8, which is actually pretty impressive, I think, for him. I don't know. I just think that kind of takes a bigger role into his defensive part.
Maxey's defensive effort this year has been, I mean, so both Herro and Maxey, I think, try on defense. Hero's just not good. Or he's
Yeah.
but he's not
Yeah.
blowing anyone out the water. Maxey this year though, his defense has been really impressive. I mean, we saw that chase down block on Drew Holiday the other day, and just in general, his effort level it's pretty high for a guy that puts on the same or even more effectiveness on offense. I mean, it's impressive. I mean, Maxey is. I mean, if I had to pick today, he's a top 10 MVP candidate. But I just want to show some love for the improvement Tyler Herro has made. Because I think it's really, yeah.
Agreed. Well, I think we're kind of. I mean, I don't know what Deacon's final stance is, but I don't think he just said Maxey's top 10 MVP. I don't think he has Herro in his top 10 MVP candidates. But I think we rest our case. Maxey versus Herro. Who y'all got? Comment it. Make sure you subscribe. Watch more videos. Like and comment. We'll see y'all next time.